So I got watching Dune Part 1 2021. The reason I say Part 1 is because, well, they officially are making a second part in 2023 and possibly a Part 3. I was really excited this movie, as you can see. Got a little Funko Pop here that one of my friends gave me, and a shirt that also one of my friends gave me. And so people that haven't seen it, I'll get to that second. But this will not be a spoiler for review. So just saying, it is a spoiler alert. So I will be talking about all the spoilers and all the stuff that I have seen it, because there's lots of stuff to talk about in the Dune universe. So just be aware. So for Dune, I thought that it would be more action-type movie, and it was just way too slow. And once they got 30 minutes in, it got way slow. And I mean it. Like, I really just gonna hop into the poster for a sec, just so you can see, like, right about here. They say it's a lazy poster, and they put everyone's head. I really like this poster. I don't understand why people hate this poster. And if you hate this poster, I'm fine. I just don't agree with that. So it started off pretty slow. And then it got to Arrakis, and wow, it was slow. It wasn't bad, but it was just kind of let me down, because I thought it was going to be better than the original. This one was a little worse than the original. Not bad, just a little disappointing. Also, maybe in the trailers, it looks like it was going to be a movie filmed in mostly daylight, but over 50% of the movie is in dark. So, and also this poster is a good poster. This poster sucks, but the new one's good. This poster's terrible. Out of here. You can tell this poster, they weren't even trying. But this movie is like filmed all dark, like the second Alien vs Predator, and it was all dark. And the trailers did not look like that. Also, I love Duncan a lot more than the original. I like Duncan's character in the original. He was okay, but in this movie, Jason Momoa's character, I'm reading off the script. He was the best and funny and lovable, and I felt bad when he died. With the original, I didn't even know that he died. I figured out that yesterday. Also, the action was better in this one, especially in knife fights. About the cast, Paul Atreides' character I thought was better in this movie, just by a bit. It was just a bit it just seemed so long. Even though it was only 2.5 hours, it seemed like 6 hours. Dave Bautista's character didn't get time to shine, but he hopefully will in part 2. I'm just running all through this because I'm reading out script, and I have 1 to 5 minutes, and I'm about halfway done. Also, the Baron was better, probably because he wasn't as gross as the original, but he's still evil and sick. So something I didn't get was when Leto's father had the poison tooth and everyone in the room died except the Baron. So now to the Sandworms. I like the new ones. I like the ones in the newer one. But I understood them, but I don't know why they would just change the look of the Sandworms when they had better photography. They could just made the same design of the worms, just newer one. So I like the older ones better. This is literally the only picture I could get of a sandworm on the older one. The older ones had better pictures than this. They had one a little good picture. I just couldn't find it. I was going to use clip art, but I didn't. It still worked for me. You probably heard about the Furman Challenge in the original, but the Furman Challenge was fine. It was just like kind of an ending for this movie because they're making part 2, and they just ended off with a Furman Challenge. You probably heard this, but Zendaya literally gets like 5 words and barely shows up. Also, I hate when people dislike Dune because it's sudden ending. It's supposed to have one. It's the stupidest thing. Only Dune fans will understand that. So for Dune, I'll give action 3 stars, mainly because of the knife fights. That's pretty slow. It has tons of action and gives you a breather. Like 10 minutes of breather, 10 minutes of action. For comedy, 1 star because of Jason Momoa, and he had a person that got killed, and there's just, I don't know, it wasn't supposed to be funny. Also, the memes are really funny. It's a dark art chant. For horror, 1 star, and there's lots of blood and lots of violence. So for I will give it. Oh, what? Oh, it's still going. Okay. So for and violence, throat slitting, but not too much and not anything to be scared of. So I'll give it a B. And the Baron could give you chills. So I'll give it a B again. So before I forget, the soundtrack was kind of annoying and not as good as the original. So I recommend you watch it in theaters if you're a Dune fan. Otherwise, watch it at home. The original was a lot better. No, not a lot better, but a little better. This movie was okay. Watch it. I'll give the original B plus. So watch this in theaters if you're a Dune fan. If you're not, just rent it. Bye. Favorite character in the original. Favorite character this time is Duncan.